Hey guys, it's me again. I'm here making this video and you're watching the video, and today we're talking about Bumblebee. Anyways, this is all the bumblebees in my collection from the first one to the last one I got. Anyways, let's start from the beginning, I guess. The beginning, Transformers the beginning. Haha, funny. Okay, so this first one is a Happy Meal toy from McDonald's. McDonald's. It's from Robots in Disguise 2015. That show wasn't very good. But he had this sword, this blue and stuff, and you could squeeze his legs together and he'd like swing. It doesn't work too well anymore, but it's there. His arms can go all the way around, and that's basically it for articulation. He doesn't transform. Anyways, here's another RID 2015 figure. This one's not a Happy Meal, so that's pretty cool. He comes with this little Minicon guy. He has a sticker you can scan for a game that no longer exists. And to transform it, you basically just like press the gun down and you flip out. No articulation, but he turns into this little spaceship that used to have a handle, but that broke off, and it'd basically be a gun. He's got his little barrel there. He's got wheels, so he can roll, as things with wheels should do. To transform the Bumblebee, you could with the handle, you'd put it into the peg there, and then it would spring out, but the peg kind of broke off and I don't have it anymore. It's just a 5mm port, so it's going to be triggered by anything. But if you didn't have something to trigger it and this broke off, then you could just press the button and his arms and leg panels would spring out. Then you'd separate the legs, flip out the feet, and flip up the head, and then he'd be transformed. And in the center here, he would have an Autobot logo, but that's peeled off by now. Articulation, there's nothing at the head except, I guess, looking down into his chest like that. He's got some clay on his chest, you can just ignore that. And his arms are on ball joints, but they're not really useful. You can lift up and back, or up and down. And he's got 5mm pegs so he can hold the gun. His legs can't go forward, but they can do the splits for some reason. And that's about it from this Bumblebee. Here we have a gimmick toy from the last night. It's a pretty good car here. And to transform it, it's a one-step changer, of course, so you can just pull the sides down and he flips up. And it's a pretty big figure. Camera can't really get him at a good angle here. His gimmick is that you'd have this helmet that you'd press a button in his chest that I have to pull his chest down to get to, and then the helmet would flip up. And there was a Grimlock, a Megatron, and an Optimus Prime in this line. I don't think there was anyone else. Articulation is pretty non-existent. He has elbows that can go up. You can put a 5mm peg port or whatever in there. One of his feet has broken off, so he can't really stand anymore. He just falls over. So I just keep him in car mode, which is pretty big, pretty chunky, pretty decent car. Okay, camera keeps trying to fall over. Alright, there we go. This next one is another The Last Night one-step changer. This one's significantly smaller. Half of him is gone. I have the arm, I just can't get it back on. Transform, you kind of push this button on the bottom and he flips open. And then there's some extra steps, like push that back panel down, fold his arm out, and his hand originally, but it kind of just falls out on its own now. Articulation, arm can go up that high and kind of get stuck. I guess his elbow can rotate and then the wrist can fly in. And that's about it from this guy. He was compatible with the Dragonstorm figure that I don't remember what he did exactly. I think he just like illuminated his logo, which is there. So yeah, pretty decent figure there. Okay, now we have the 2-pack Bumblebee movie Bumblebee. He came with the Last Night Studio Series, and this is the original Studio Series Bumblebee. As you can see, he's kind of missing his head. I lost it in a car. I don't know where I can't find it anymore. It's in between the seats somewhere. I also lost the blaster there, but I found it, and then I lost it again. It's somewhere in my house now, probably in my room somewhere. I don't know where it is. He does have the sword, though, that I didn't lose. That's pretty cool. I'm not going to transform it. I don't feel like doing all that. Articulation, though. He has a waist swivel. There was a ball joint at the head that I don't think was all too useful. He can lift his arm up that high, that far back. Arm goes out like that. Elbow bend, bicep swivel, and wrist kind of goes in for transformation. You can kick up that high, kick back that far. Knee bend is that good, so not that good, and ankle pivot. honestly not that bad of a figure. I don't get all the hate for it. But the new one also, honestly, I'm not even a fan of the new one's look. I'm still probably going to try and get it, though. And here's the other figure from the 2-pack, the Last Night Studio Series Bumblebee. So this one's all busted up. Not from, like, overuse of it, but because of all the clear plastic and just bad plastic quality overall. He has these little side panels things that aren't even broken. They just fell off, and I can't get them back in. His arm, his replacement arm for the arm cannon side, it's broken. I can't get that back on. Yeah, there's his doors fall off. His entire arm is broken. It's just gone. His doors fly off all the time. Of course, they're not going to fall off right now because I'm showing you, but they're super loose and come off all the time. So yeah, quality control on this thing isn't all that good. But ball joint at the head, waist swivel, arm does this stuff on a ball joint. Wrist goes in, kick up that high, kick back that far, thigh swivel, knee bend, not that good, and like, I guess barely an ankle pivot there. And this thing is missing too many parts, so it doesn't even transform properly. It's just a husk of a vehicle. Get out of here, man. Here we have my main, and it's still my current main Bumblebee. Get out of the way, idiot. The off-road Bumblebee movie, Studio Series Bumblebee. Pretty good figure, pretty well liked. I like it. Sadly, on my copy, I lost like the steering wheel and one of the panels for the car mode. And his hand did break. It like split in half, but it got glued back together and can still hold weapons without falling off, so that's good. It's pretty beat up. He's got pretty loose joints now, so I'm hoping to get like the Rise of the Beast Bumblebee because it's pretty similar to this transformation and articulation wise. But I'm good with this for now. You can take his face off to put the battle mask that this version of Bumblebee came with, but I don't know where that is either. Articulation, his head can go around. It's on this weird like ball joint hinge system where the ball joint is useless, but the hinges aren't, or whatever. The arm can reach that far back and yeah, go out like that. Bicep swivel, elbow bend, both ways. Nothing at the wrist. Waist swivel that gets blocked by the legs. Can kick up really high, kick back that far. Decent knee bend. That looks really broken and for some reason. His foot is on the ball joint, so he's got an ankle pivot and back and forth and stuff like that. So you can get him in some pretty decent poses. Finally, a real accessory for one of these things, or whatever. He has his arm cannon, unpainted, but whatever. So yeah, that's pretty good. I'm just going to transform him now. Oh, his wheel fell off. It's okay, I can just put it back on. Here's the Jeep mode. His gun stores underneath really well. And it used to roll really good, but time hasn't been kind to it. It's still pretty good. Some of the pegs and tabs are broken, but he's all there mostly. This figure has been like my main Bumblebee for longer than any other figure has been my main any character. Even Optimus and Megatron, which you can see the damage is done to some of those figures. But Bumblebee has been my favorite character for since I existed. So, what are you gonna do, right? Anyway, here's this knockoff pack and Bumblebee figure my dad just threw at me. It came with a big gun that I gave to Megatron, but it broke, so whatever. I guess I could transform it now, if I remember how to. Also, it's got this weird die-cast panel, which is just all die-cast for some reason. I don't know, it's just a random piece on here. Whatever. It also has just a really weird plasticky noise that doesn't sound good, and it's probably gonna break. Oh well. You can see the Bumblebee movie Bumblebee head in there compared to the not really super detailed rest of the figure, which is really weird. It does have some cool ideas for the transformation, though. Which honestly might just be stolen from elsewhere, to be honest. It's also like really tall. The camera can't even see him properly here. Look up. Uh-oh. Did something wrong here. Oh, his head's splitting. That's not good. Uh-oh, something just... Oh, never mind. We're all good here. Maybe. I don't know. This is so scuffed, guys. This is just wrong. This is unnatural. Anyway, here he is in all his existence. It's super weird. He's like a fat guy. He's got hollow parts. I don't know. Just get out of my way, man. I'm not even going to talk about articulation. Here's another knockoff Bumblebee. It's from War for Cybertron. It's in his car mode right now. It's whatever. I'm not really a fan of the War for Cybertron cars. They just look like computer mice. It's not a good design, in my opinion, which is objectively correct. The transformation is pretty good, though. For the most part, I like it. There are some things that I'm iffy on, but it's probably just because it's a knockoff and the quality isn't as good as the actual figures would be. Not too decent articulation, like nothing at the head, nothing at the waist. Can kick forward and back. There's supposedly a knee bend, but it gets stopped. That's dumb design. I don't know why Transformers toys do that. Arm goes all the way around. Elbow bend. It's on like a ball joint, so it can go around too, but it gets stuck sometimes. It's alright. Then we have the statue figurine of G1 Bumblebee. And here's the non-transforming Yellow Park Bumblebee. Bit of a letdown, having the last two be non-transforming. But hey, they're G1, like my only G1 Bumblebees. Oh crap, I forgot one because I tossed them aside. Never mind, we're not ending off on that. I never really talk about the articulation. I just pose them around for the Yellow Park ones, so that's pretty good. It's decent, whatever. Here we have a Cyberverse Bumblebee. Buzzworthy Bumblebee, I think that's the line this is from. He's got this little blaster. It blasts things. He had like a stinger too that you would have the stinger blast effect on, but I just somehow misplaced that. Whatever, you can fit it onto the blaster fine. It kind of just stays there a bit. It's a bit tight in his hand. Hard to get out, but it gets out. His head might be on a ball joint. I can't really see in there. It's not too effective anyway. His arm goes around and flops around a bit. His elbow's on a ball joint, so it can do all that. There's a wrist swivel, it rotates. The waist can do a full 360. Kick up that high, kick up that, okay, whatever. Has a separate thigh rotation joint. It's on a mushroom peg in there. His knee can bend, not that good. And really good ankle pivot, it goes like all the way in. Now I'm going to transform it. Him, the bug, the beetle, whatever. Insect. Alright, here you have them in this truck mode. Pretty cartoon-like truck. Pretty decent. It's got some nice details in there. You can even open the doors because of transformation. Not really like an interior or a design or anything, but they're there. You can even lift them up if you want. That's pretty decent. There's no way to store the weapon in this mode. I think there is in robot mode. I didn't talk about it, but no way to do it here. Oh well.